Hi. Okay, just to set the tone for the video, I will be taking you guys with me through a week of me trying to hit 10,000 steps a day, which it was pretty eye-opening that it's actually pretty hard to do. So I more so hit an average of 10,000 steps along the course of a week. Some days I hit like 6,000, other days I hit 13,000, and really it just averaged out to 10,000 for the whole week. And then I'm gonna take you with me to decorate my Christmas tree, and then I am gonna give you guys 10 amazing ways that meditation can benefit you in life. So I'm putting timestamps in the description box below in case you want to skip over some content and rather just see one specific content or the other. Feel free to check those stamps below, and let's get to it. All right, so it is Monday, and I currently have, so it's December 16th, and I currently have 4,173 steps, and it's 2:30. I have a little break at work for 30 minutes. So I came to this like really cute park. It has like a little track, like a little walking track. And I am going to walk a little bit. I think I'm going to do like a 20-minute walk before I have to leave to try to get some extra steps in today because I have like an hour break at work. So I'm going to use this time to listen to some dope music and just have a little walk. I am now at 6,903. I did a lot of walking earlier in the morning at work. So for those of you guys who don't know, I work for a family. I am a nanny and also a caregiver. So I take care of this elderly lady who has Alzheimer's. So I work for a family and they're great. With that family, we're able to go out a lot and like go on walks and be very active. So it definitely helps when it comes to like hitting my step count for the day. So I'm basically at 7,000. I'm very excited. And it is 3 o'clock. During my walk today, I was listening to this podcast called Financial Feminist, and it's by, I think the company name is like Her First 100K. And it's about like this woman who teaches other women or shares information to other women about how they could make sure that they're financially well off. For those of you guys who don't know, I'm actually working on paying off a lot of debt right now, like student loan debt, car loan debt, credit card debt, stuff like that. I feel like I learned a lot from her podcast. I love it. I'll definitely share what podcast it looks like so you could like look it up. I still don't think I could put links in my descriptions. I don't know how to do that yet. Maybe I should take some time this week to figure that out. And I also want to figure out how to put timestamps, like chapters in videos. I was listening to the episode How to Change Your Life in 2025 with Liz Moody. So far, they're talking about like the connection between the mind and the body. I've noticed that a lot with meditating, how connected my mind is to my body. And during times when I am more purposeful with having it like a connection with myself and understanding my emotional state and just being connected with myself, I feel overall just more calm, have calmer energy. I'm not so easily frustrated or easily stressed out. I definitely think I resonated with that part of the talk. I just feel like it is actually kind of hard to get 10K steps in a day, especially for like people who have office jobs. I don't know how they do it. Maybe a walking pad is a good idea. I don't have a walking pad. But yeah, anyways, I have to get back to work now. Chronicles of me being shiny. It is 6:13 p.m. I am at a park, but I'm at a park where kids play soccer, so I don't think that I would be recording much because I don't want to have children in the video. Steps are at 7,768. It's so freaking cold out here right now. It's so dark out too. I'm gonna do a 10-minute walk, come back, trying to read a chapter of Harry Potter. You guys, I am so excited because I am almost freaking done with this book. I am reading, it's right here. I'm reading The Goblet of Fire. Oh my God. It's my first time ever reading these. I honestly haven't even seen the movies. And I read a chapter earlier. I am on the chapter, The Third Task, and I really want to finish it today. and I'm on page 610. There's 734 pages. I need to finish this book by the end of the year, okay? It needs to happen. There's only a couple more days. What is it? The 16th, take away 31. I think that's 15. There's 15 more days. I have this one book. I'll show it to you when I get home. It's called Meet Me Under the Mistletoe, and I just feel like, because it's a Christmas book, I could only read it around Christmas. I need to read that book by the end of the year because I bought it last year and then haven't read it because I was like, oh, come December I'll read it again. Yeah, freaking right, it's December, it's halfway through, man, and I have not read it yet. I had a very interesting thought today. I just feel so appreciative of like my friends, my family, and my loved ones, because I feel like, I've been wanting to do YouTube for such a long time, and I think I am my biggest critic, and I think a lot of people could relate to that, right? Like I don't know why, like I feel like I believe in myself, but at the same time I always talk myself out of doing things for fear of like failure, I guess, or something. I'm not 100% sure if anybody could relate to that, but I just feel proud and grateful that I have a support system, because some people don't have that. Anybody's out there wanting to do something and they've been scared to do it, just freaking do it, because at the end of the day, nobody cares about what you're doing. You got to live for yourself, What are you just gonna not do things because you're worried about what other people are gonna think about you? Not everyone's gonna like you, and that's fine, but at least you'll be living in your truth. And I just did it. I hit my 10,000 steps for the day. I have to go home, eat dinner, because I made basically like that tofu and veggie, like the tofu steak and veggie bowl that I made in my last video. I made that again because it was literally so good. I freaking forgot my creamy mayo, like my spicy mayo sauce. And I just don't want to eat it without it because that stuff is so good. So I'm going to go home after I work, like after I'm out of work, I'm going to go home, then I'm going to eat. And I have to go to my mom's house because I literally forgot I'm hosting a potluck at my house this Friday, and I don't know why, somebody gave her a free turkey or something like that for Thanksgiving. So she has it in her freezer and she's like, I have a free turkey. And I'm gonna be the only vegan at my event, so one of my roommates is coming in clutch and is making the turkey for us. Today's Tuesday, the 17th. My thigh is getting bigger. Yes, it is. And I'm at the gym. Made it to the gym today. Heck yeah! But it's 11:31, and I'm at 1,633 steps. But it's okay. We'll see where we're at after gym sesh in like 2 hours. Currently 2:52 and I have 3,754 steps going on. So I think my thoughts today, I sent in my secondary applications, and today in the morning I got 2 rejection emails. I mean, I'm still waiting back to hear from 8 more schools. I have a mentor and she really wants me to start studying for the MCAT again come January if I don't secure an interview spot. And it's so, dude, the stats for med school is so crazy. Like, there's an average of a 5% acceptance rate, and one of the schools I applied to, they had 6,000 applications come in, and they could only accept 60 people. That's a 1% acceptance rate, which is really hard. I'm feeling a little discouraged. If I have to take, I definitely think that the weakest point of my application is my MCAT score. So if I have to reapply again, I know I would have to retake the MCAT, which would suck because it would be my third time taking it. My first 2 times, my first time I took it, I just feel like I didn't really prepare for it. I didn't take it seriously. And then the second time I took it, which was last year, June, I felt like I actually, tried to make a study plan and stick to it. Although I didn't review every single subject by the time that it was time for me to take my test. And then I ended up getting the same score, which I was really shocked about. I thought I was going to do better. In my practice test, I was doing better. And then literally the day of the test, I just fumbled. I couldn't go to sleep. I was so anxious. I don't want to take it again. I feel like it's kind of discouraging. But I know there's like a lot of pros and cons to it as well. I think, this time, obviously, whatever I'm doing by myself is not working. So I would definitely have to get a tutor. And that is kind of exciting to like have somebody to talk to go through it, because I think I was just trying mostly to do it by myself. But there's still 8 more schools I haven't heard from. So that's 8 more chances that I could get an interview. Girl's feeling a little discouraged. I know I'll feel better later on. But I'm going to let myself soak for a bit because it's good to feel your feelings. Hey guys, okay, so it's 9:24 a.m. Yesterday I had a rough day with the steps. I think I finished my day with 8,000 something. I don't know, I'll put it right here somewhere. Yes, I ended up having a girls' night with my girlies, which was really nice, and we had abuelita hot cocoa, and it was so freaking good. I'm so happy I just took the rest of the day chill because it was a little rough of a day for me. I'm doing volunteering today, so I have 3,306 steps already, and those days I always get hella steps in. So even though I only got about like 8,000 steps in yesterday, it always like cancels out. It is currently Wednesday the 18th, 3:43 p.m. and I have taken 7,770 steps so far. I had volunteering this morning, which was so fun. Then I had like a little volunteering Christmas party, and now I'm at work for a little bit. And then I'm gonna go to the gym. Today has been crazy. Hey, we're at 11,474. Oh yeah, it is 9:48 p.m. I just got done working out and it is lit. Okay, hey guys, I am so excited. So yesterday, I definitely did not meet my step goal. After like giving it like 24 hours to just like chill out, think about it, hang out with my girls, have a movie night and stuff like that, I really just came to the understanding that I definitely think that there's pros and cons for me starting medical school this upcoming year or having to wait another year. But I'm not a quitter. I've never been a quitter a day in my life, and I'm a person who, when I commit to something, I really see it through to the end. And I've really noticed that about myself lately. Like, my commitment to things is something I really appreciate and value in myself. So I'm not gonna give up, and I'm gonna keep trying, and really everything's gonna be okay. My daily thoughts today have overall been just more positive, which is great. And I was just thinking, somebody gave me a comment today, and I told them that, I was a little bit bummed because I received 2 emails of rejection, and they said, oh, wow, at least you look skinny. And they said, like, people telling me I look skinny always makes me feel better. And I thought that was very interesting for a woman to tell another woman. Because, like, in this society, I feel like women are valued to a certain extent about how they look. I feel like there is a lot of emphasis placed on looks nowadays. And realistically, I know I choose to put a lot of work into how my body looks, or strength specifically, being stronger and making myself feel more powerful through strength, and having a certain body goal or certain physique goal that I'm working towards and staying dedicated to. The whole high muscle, low fat physique that I'm trying to go for. But I was really just thinking about it, and honestly, I feel like I've been getting a lot of comments lately like, wow, have you lost weight? And not that I was ever overweight at all. I think I was just what people would say, I don't really like this term, but like what people would say, skinny fat. And I definitely have leaned out a lot the past couple months because I really dialed in on my nutrition. But it just got me thinking, like, do you really want to be with somebody who just has like a nice looking body, or do you want to be with somebody for like who they are? Like, or do you want to have friends around you because they're good people, not just because they have like a good looking physique? I really feel ultimately our bodies and how we look on the outside are essentially the least interesting things about ourselves. Like, are you a good person? Are you nice? Do you help others? Are you a loyal friend? Are you a good partner? Like, those things are so much more important to than, oh, how much muscle do you have, or do you have abs? I just, at the end of the day, I think we should just all strive to be better people. And I think movement is important, and we should always strive to move our bodies to keep ourselves healthy. No matter how you look, I think we should just all be able to love ourselves, because we're all just trying, and it could be hard out here, you know, but it's all love. And I love you guys, and I hope you guys have love out there and have people who support you. And I want you to know that the least interesting thing about yourself is your body, and you are much more than what your image is or what other people say when they look at you, because you're awesome. And those were just my thoughts for today. To recap, today it is right now 10:12 p.m. and the amount of steps that I've taken today is 11,460. So I really think that today and then on Monday I took some extra steps, like I was close to 11,000. So yesterday I had like 8,000 something. So I'm pretty sure they level out, and it's still like overall average is still gonna be 10K for the day, for the week. So that's really good. I'm really hyped about that. So today I literally had a 12-hour shift. I'm having a Christmas party. Look how cute this is. Tell me this isn't the cutest thing in the world. I'm not done with it yet. The little spoon from Toy Story. Isn't this so cute? I decorated my tree today because the party's tomorrow, and I got a bunch of fun stuff. Some gifts under the tree because we're gonna have games, and then there's gonna be gifts for people to choose. Everybody's like kind of bringing their own gift type of situation. So I think today I had only like, which I honestly, I thought my steps were gonna be way more today. Like, I was moving around so much. I went to Trader Joe's because I'm making a big thing of fettuccine alfredo. I went to Trader Joe's, I went to Walmart, I went to Michael's, I went to Marshall's. I think I went to one more place. Yeah, I went to so many places. I did so much shopping for tomorrow's party. I got so much things together. I think I only ended up getting like 6,000, like high 6,000s in steps today. And I'm like, oh Lord, this video was supposed to be about me getting 10,000 steps a day. I think this is just gonna be a realistic trying to get 10,000 steps a day. That's what it has to be about, because what in the heck, this is crazy. So yeah, realistically, that's what it was. Are we mad about it? No. Will we do better tomorrow? Yes. We're just gonna give ourselves grace. So I think it's always important to just always give yourself grace. And I think my main thoughts today is I am super proud and grateful and happy again for my community. Like, a lot of people are just helping me put this party together, and I just feel so excited, so happy. I'm so ready. It's gonna be so fun. I just want to spend so much time with my friends and loved ones, and I just feel grateful for the ability to do a party. I feel grateful for the ability to record, to share it in my YouTube channel. I have 38 subscribers now, which I know might seem lame to some people, but I feel so appreciative and so grateful for the people who have subscribed. I have 13 watch hours. For me, that is kind of insane, just because like 13 watch hours. I only have 3 videos up. So I just feel really grateful for everybody who's showing me support and is being very encouraging, because I still feel a little weird about recording and stuff like that, but I just feel very grateful to have a community who supports me and who's loving, and I love all of you guys who watch, and I feel very grateful for you. So that's what I was thinking about today. I didn't have like a designated walk today, but those were definitely my thoughts, like when I was having my self-reflections. God, look how cute this is. Oh. I got my Christmas sweater on. It's so Christmassy in here. Yes, yes. This is so cute. Oh my God, my roommate's doing a fire.
There we go.
Yes. Guys, look at the fire. What? Day is Saturday, day after party, which went amazing, by the way. Currently 11 p.m. and I am at work, and I hit, I think, close to 11,000 steps today. It was all the cleaning I had to do post-party, which really wasn't that much. And I went on a walk today with a friend and to look at Christmas lights, and we found this super cool Christmas house with like tiers that go like that. I don't know, it's really cute. I'll insert the video like big right in front of me, her. It was really fun. So I went on like an hour walk, and that was really exciting before work started. My biggest thoughts, I think, throughout my walk today was I just feel grateful in a sense that I have the ability to learn. So for this video that I'm doing, I did like a lot of research about meditation, and I was looking up different articles and just inputting my own experiences with my own meditation practice. And I'm just grateful to be a woman who is educated and who has the ability to learn, and I have the tools to know how to research things and utilize my knowledge in a way that's beneficial. And I just feel really grateful for the knowledge I have and to be an educated woman. And I feel grateful to be surrounded by educated people. So that's what I'm feeling really grateful for today. I'm grateful that I'm able to learn from my friends, and I'm grateful that we're able to teach each other. I'm grateful to be able to have the ability to have gotten an education, even like public school education. Like my grandparents had to drop out of 3rd grade to help on the farm in Mexico. Like I didn't have to do that. I was able to go to elementary school, middle school, and high school. I know how to read. Some people don't know how to read. I know how to write. Some people don't know how to do that. And just today and throughout my week of doing research, I just feel really grateful and really appreciate my ability and my privilege to be able to have learned. Because I think sometimes it's easy to get lost in what you don't have and to not realize that what you do have is super important, super special. I was reading an article that was talking about like, what does being rich mean to you, or being wealthy? There can be like wealth and happiness, wealth and like many people associate wealthy with material things, but it's also like wealth and happiness, abundance and friendship. I feel like I have wealth and knowledge. Those were just my big thoughts today. What's up? It is 9:49 p.m. and on Sunday, and I just reached 10,097 steps. Whoa! I finally edited this freaking vlog. Heck yeah. Ooh, ooh. Okay, and then my thoughts for today were I just feel very grateful for my legs, my able body, my ability to move around and exercise and work out and function. And I'm just grateful for my body today. Hey guys, okay, it is time for us to have a wee little chat. So one of the things I wanted to talk about in today's video is meditation and the benefits of meditation and how meditation can help you in your daily life. I've been consistently meditating for about 3 months now. I would say it was sporadic before 3 months, but more consistent the last 3 months. One of the things that I wanted to focus on this channel was wellness. I just really wanted to give space to talk about meditation. So I currently deal with anxiety and having anxiety attacks. Sometimes it's mostly for me like when I feel just very overstimulated, or honestly if I have like any type of caffeine, even a little bit tends to like trigger like really bad anxiety in me, just because I don't like feeling like I can't control what's happening to my body, and I don't like the whole like heart racy pumpy thing. Kind of just freaks me out. Ever since I started having just sensitivities to that and getting anxiety, probably about a year or two ago, is when it started getting like becoming, I think, a problem. It would alter my daily life. I would avoid doing certain things because I didn't want to feel anxious or something like that, and I definitely didn't want it to like take control over me. And somebody recommended I try meditating, so I did try it, and it's actually helped a lot with my own anxiety. But I think meditation is just really good in general. I've seen a lot of benefits from doing it, and I really wanted to talk about it. I actually have a list of 10 ways that you could benefit from meditation, and I actually did research on meditation, and I put some links down in the description box if anybody wants any further information on it. It's more like scientific articles and studies that were done. I wrote down like the ways that meditation can benefit you and the resources to it. So I will have my computer here, and I would love for us to talk about it. So the first benefit that I want to talk about that I've noticed is that for me, it helps me with my anxiety a lot. It helps me in different ways. So there's many different types of meditation you could do. I do a lot of breathwork meditation and focusing on my breathing, like breathing in 6 counts, breathing out 6 counts. There's some meditation practice you could do for like 5 minutes, some you could do for 30 is the longest I've ever went so far. It just really depends like where you're at in your practice. So breath work for me is a huge way to like center myself, and it really helps like calm down your nervous system, and it helps me just focus on what I can control right here, right now, in the present moment. What can I control? I can control my breath. Usually it really calms me down if I'm feeling very anxious. When I am feeling anxious, sometimes I could have spiraling thoughts like what is happening, or start freaking out. Or like when I'm in like a very crowded room, or say if I'm in a concert and I just feel like overstimulated or overwhelmed. I'm like, oh my God, people are pushing too much. There's gonna be like trampling, or just like some like just exaggerated thought that would probably not happen, and I feel like my thoughts would just like keep going, like, oh, I just don't feel safe, and then I'd start getting sort of like scared, like, oh, I need to remove myself from the situation. But then if I were to do that, then I would miss the concert and not be able to, you know, live my life and have like a good time. Meditation has helped me really come to the present moment and really understand what's happening around me, and really be like, okay, is this logical thinking? And really assess your environment. What is the likelihood of like your thoughts actually happening, or whatever you're scared of happening actually happening? And it tends to help me calm down a lot. Definitely helps me ground myself and just connect with my present self and my environment, just reassure myself that I'm okay. And it really just helps decreases negative self-talk, because sometimes I feel like I have problems with negative self-talk. There could be like 10 things that go right, like one wrong thing, and I'm like, oh no, I can't do this, like I'm gonna fail, which I just think is not realistic. There's like meditation you could do where like affirmations and stuff like that, and I do tend to do those as well, and they really help with clearing your head of negative thoughts, or trying to replace negative thoughts with like a positive statement. So if I'm feeling like I'm gonna fail at this, if I have that thought, I would then just tell myself, actually, I have the capabilities to succeed at this. Being able to recognize something that I'm thinking about presently that's not gonna help me in the long run, and being able to replace that thought with like a positive thought. I'm getting better at that. So I definitely think those have helped with just contributing to like anxieties about things, because sometimes I get anxieties about like my future or past things that have happened that like I have no control of changing. The second one I want to talk about is that meditation could really improve your mood, strengthen your sense of mental resilience, which I think is just like super powerful. One of the ways that meditating can do this, and it's in one of the links below, it can improve your happiness by increasing the positive emotional response that your body has. And one of the ways that it could do that is that it could reduce amygdala activity. The amygdala is a part of the brain that is responsible a lot for emotional responses, particularly negative emotional responses. Emotional responses such as fear, anxiety, anger, and it also helps to trigger your flight or fight response. So you're basically gets your adrenaline pumping, and it's like, oh, I'm in danger mode, like I need to prepare myself to fight. And meditating definitely helps reduce the amygdala activity, so it definitely helps calm you. There is going to be more information on how meditation helps reduce the amygdala response on the third link that I'm linking below. It also allows you to have fewer intrusive thoughts, fewer negative thoughts. When you have fewer negative thoughts, like I said, how sometimes I have negative thoughts about like maybe my capabilities or something like that. When you have fewer of those thoughts, it opens up more access for you to become more aware of yourself and have more encouraging thoughts. And in essence, it like increases your self-acceptance. So you start accepting yourself and your capabilities and your abilities to like prosper and do what you think or you feel like you love or you ought to do in life. Is that I'm more able to catch my negative thoughts like faster. Like when I have them, I could realize, oh, a thought pattern is about to come up, so let me catch it and address it quicker so it affects you less. Meditation could also improve your concentration. That is a big one for me because I think I get very distracted very fast in terms of studying or when I try to read a book. And sometimes I just get really distracted. Like when I'm supposed to study, I'm like, oh, I could do the dishes, or actually, oh, I could do this, or oh, I could do that. Because when you're practicing meditation, you're practicing being in the present moment. You're practicing on focusing on one thing. Usually it's breath work, usually it's clearing your mind, but you're focusing on one thing and you're having to sit with it and not do anything else, which in the beginning could be actually really hard because I have a lot of racing thoughts, and at first it was very hard for me, and I think sometimes I still struggle with quieting my mind. Once you keep practicing at it, keep practicing, keep trying to train your brain, you're eventually able to silence like reoccurring thoughts, so you could really hone in on the work that you're trying to do or whatever you're trying to focus on. It's definitely helped me with my own attention span, and I definitely get distracted less. I still get distracted though. So like, I mean, no one's perfect, right? And it's not going to be perfect, but I've definitely found that I'm able to concentrate on something for way longer than I used to be able to. The fourth way I feel like meditation can help people is with your sleep. This is one that has definitely helped me as well. I've also meditated to sleep before, like laying down meditation and just like meditating and drifting off to sleep. I've experienced that several times, which is really nice. Meditation definitely helps calm your mind. It can help calm intrusive thoughts, because sometimes I have a hard time going to sleep at night because I feel like my mind is racing and I'm just constantly thinking and I can't shut my brain off, so then essentially I can't go to sleep. Meditation has really helped me like quiet my thoughts and allow myself to relax so I can go to sleep. So meditation definitely soothes your nervous system, and it does this by allowing you to slow your breath, and when you slow your breath, you reduce your heart rate, you reduce your blood pressure, and it really slows down your brain waves as well. So it puts you in a state that's like ready for rest, and it's great to add into your night routine, even if it's just for 5 to 10 minutes. I think it would be really useful. Another great thing about meditation is I really feel like it forces you kind of to go inward and to connect with your emotional self. A fifth way that you could get benefits from meditation is it increases your ability to adapt to emotional problems, emotional responses, negative emotional stimuli, even overly positive emotional stimuli. Like you're able to better control your own emotions and your responses to things. For me, it has definitely increased my emotional awareness, because I think growing up, I really just only knew a certain amount of words to describe how I was feeling, like sad, angry, happy. I feel like sometimes we're not taught the emotional spectrum that that you could feel things like annoyed, disappointed, ecstatic, little nervous. There's an array of emotions people could feel, but I feel like a lot of times people only refer to their emotions using the same like 3 to 5 emotional identifiers like happy or sad. And there's so many more feelings than that. You could feel, uneasy, you could feel neutral, you could feel overly stimulated, you could feel blue. There's just so many different feelings. So I definitely feel like meditating has allowed me to tap into the different emotions that I felt during the day, how I feel about something. And due to this, when I'm able to evaluate my emotions towards things, I can better understand my own triggers, because everybody has triggers to things, right? Things that will maybe tick them off, things that will make them super happy, things that they get very joyous about, things that they get very annoyed about. So through meditating, I've definitely been able to learn more about myself and my own triggers. Now that I'm able to recognize more of my triggers, I could better set myself up to navigate my responses to those triggers better, because I would understand why I'm feeling a certain way and I won't just react off of impulse. I feel like I used to act a lot off of impulse or get like very angry, just have very big emotions to things and not really understand why I feel a certain way, and not let myself just immediately go into like a hyper state of like fight or flight, which I feel like could be damaging to your nervous system, always having high rushes of adrenaline pumping through you. So I just feel more in control of my own emotional responses and my emotions in general. It's basically like a non-judgment zone. So you allow yourself to basically evaluate how you're feeling. You give yourself the space to understand your own emotions in a non-judgmental zone, which I think is a beautiful thing. You give yourself grace to understand yourself. Once you understand your emotions better, you could then develop coping mechanisms to help you manage those responses or difficult situations better, which is something that I've also been able to do. I've realized when I get into intense situations or when I have big feelings, my biggest thing is I just feel like I need to ruminate on my own emotions by myself, rather than, there's some people who are like, oh, we need to talk it out right now, like right now. Like some people are like, let's just get it over with and that's it. I definitely don't think I'm one of those people. I think I'm definitely somebody who needs to be left alone for a little bit, and then I could come back and be, this is what I feel. Now let's try to find a solution, because I just feel like I need more time to process my own emotions. And some people, are not like that, and that's okay. Like everybody's different. But through meditating, I've definitely learned that about myself. I'm like definitely well prepared to deal with things that come my way, because I've been able to make the space to learn about myself a little bit better. Number 6, this one is actually a really cool one. I'm gonna have links down below that explain it more, and I was really excited for this one. So it has been found through several studies. I've linked them below, okay? So I'm not just speaking out of my head on this. It has been found that through meditation, it could actually, meditating could actually improve your immune system, and it could actually improve your inflammatory response in your body. This was the coolest thing ever. So for anybody who doesn't know, I got my undergrad degree in biology with an option in physiology. I love science. I love science so much, right? I want to be a doctor one day. And I loved reading this, and I think that this is such a cool thing. I never started meditating because of this or because I wanted to boost my immune system or anything like that, but I just thought it was really beautiful, because we always talk about mind-body connection, and this is just like an amazing way that our mind and our bodies are connected. It has been shown that meditation can decrease cytokines in your body. So cytokines are a category of small proteins, and they're important for cell signaling. They play a role in the inflammatory response. So if you decrease, your inflammatory response won't be as extreme. Your inflammatory response will be shortened. So it definitely has an effect to your inflammatory response. Again, there's links with the studies below. There was one study done that showed that meditation actually increases helper T cells, also known as CD4 T cells. They're a type of white blood cell that signals to other immune cells that it's time to attack a pathogen. So they basically signal to them, to other immune cells, that hey, there's something bad in the body, we need to attack it and we need to get rid of it. They communicate with other immune cells, but they don't attack pathogens themselves. but there's increased helper T cells in the body. Please check it out. It was such a cool article to read. The 7th way that meditation could benefit you in your life is it actually helps with reducing blood pressure. Now, if anybody has hypertension out there, please don't try to get off your medication and do meditation and think it'll work. It could be benefit, and it could be paired with use of medication to also help the decrease of high blood pressure. Okay, so I'm not a doctor. This is just through the research I did, and links below that you could also look at. This is one of the ways that it has been proven that meditation could benefit somebody. Blood pressure could be directly affected by stress. And if you're somebody who's in high stress all the time, your blood pressure can be higher. Meditation can help with stress management. Utilizing meditation as a tool could help manage somebody's stress. It could help, especially with breath work, slowing the mind, slowing the body, slowing the blood pressure. And it just puts you in a more state of calm. So you're not in like a hyper state of intensity that could contribute to blood pressure being higher. So the 8th way that meditation can help you is it can have effects on cholesterol levels. This was also really cool to read about, and with the links below, you could get more information about it. I just want to keep saying that so people know that like I did research on it and I'm not just saying things willy-nilly. So there is something in your body called HDL, and it stands for high density lipoproteins or lipoproteins. And it's also known as the good cholesterol. So there is good cholesterol and bad cholesterol in your body. So HDL, high density lipoprotein, HDL helps transport cholesterol and fat in the bloodstream. So it helps gather the cholesterol and fat in your bloodstream, transports it to the liver, and the liver will then excrete it. HDL helps with reducing the buildup of cholesterol in the blood. This could also reduce the risk of heart disease and even strokes. So HDL is very, very good, and meditation helps increase HDL in the body. The 9th way that meditation can help you in your body and benefit you in general is that it can increase longevity. Again, there's studies to prove this, linked below. So there is something in our body called telomeres, and telomeres are proteins that protect our chromosomes. They are found at the end of chromosomes, and they basically protect our chromosomes from decay and deterioration by being put at the ends of them. So when there's cell replication, the ends of the chromosomes get shorter, but because there's telomeres there, our actual DNA doesn't really get affected by it. As you age, your telomeres tend to get shorter and shorter. Through meditation, there is a protein called telomerase that directly maintains the length of a telomere by adding repetitive DNA to the end of a chromosome. Meditation can actually induce changes in telomerase activity. It could essentially delay the aging process by allowing the telomerase to continuously support the telomeres by adding more DNA at the end of it. So essentially, it helps protect our chromosomes. So meditation could directly affect the protection of our chromosomes, which is so cool. Do you want more information? There's definitely more information and links in the description box. With appropriate telomerase regulation, the longevity of our cells can increase, which is just amazing. So specifically, the 2nd link will give more detailed information about how stress and telomere biology are related. The 10th benefit, best for last, I guess, way that meditation can improve your life and your body and you as a being, as a beautiful, amazing individual person, is that it just improves satisfaction with life, with how you live your life. It allows you to connect with yourself. Like I mentioned earlier, you are able to gain a deeper understanding of yourself, so you feel more connected to who you are as a person. For me, it has increased my emotional awareness. It increases your self-understanding, you understand what you like and what you don't like, what works for you, what doesn't work for you. It allows you to understand what's important for you, what's important to you, how you feel more valued, how you feel more connected with people around you, how you like to spend your time more effectively, what brings you more happiness. It definitely allows you to connect with that as well. And I just feel like it allows you to live more aligned with your values, with your wants in general. So it's definitely allowed me to become more appreciative and more grateful for things in my life and the things that I have the abilities to do. Because I feel like, especially with social media, it's so easy to compare yourself to others or to see what people have and maybe think, oh, I don't have this or I don't have that. But when you meditate, you really just sit with yourself and you think about the things that you do have and what makes you happy, and you realize that you have abundance in so many ways, and there's so many things to be grateful for, even if everything's not perfect, because life is not always going to be perfect, but at least you're able to connect with yourself, understand yourself, and know that you have abundance in other ways, even if something isn't going for you at this moment. So I just personally think that meditation is amazing. It has helped me become more happier, more optimistic, because I was getting a little pessimistic there. This whole med school process is a lot. I really recommend meditation to others. If anybody has any questions on how I meditate or want more information about meditation, please ask in the comments below. I use a specific app for meditation. This isn't like an ad for that app or anything like that. I could definitely provide information to the app if you want. There's like guided meditation, so I tend to do guided meditation. I don't do solo meditations. I don't feel like I'm there yet, but I love meditation so much. It has helped me so much, and I hope this video can inspire somebody else to try meditating, and I hope that you like it. If you've came this far and you watched this far, thank you so much. I believe in this video, I finally learned how to put links in the description box, and I finally learned how to put timestamps, because I know this video is kind of like an array of things with like my thoughts and my walks and my 10K steps a day and decorating the tree and talking about meditation. And if you were here for the whole thing, thank you so much. Even if you were here for part of it, I appreciate you so much. I am so excited as of today, which is Sunday the 22nd. I know I said I was going to post by noon, but give you girls some grace. It was a tough week. I appreciate you so much for watching. If you watch the whole thing, if you watch parts of the thing, today is currently Sunday the 22nd, December 22nd. And as of right now, I have 16 watch hours. And I just think that's awesome. And I have 39 subscribers. And I love all 39 of you guys. And I will love all the extra subscribers that I get. And I just feel so appreciative of doing this. I've definitely started to gain more confidence and comfortability being in front of a camera, which is amazing. I just feel so appreciative of everybody who watches and is being so supportive of me and my journey through YouTube. Thank you so much again for watching. I love you all. You guys are awesome. And I will see you next week.